Ho, 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 ho! Today's day 15 of movie watching, and I watched The Toy That Saved Christmas. That's right. We're doing our Christmas special on the 15th of January. Today's episode was actually a banger, despite it being a Christmas episode. It's actually a pretty good Christmas episode to watch off-season. So that was pretty nice. I wasn't suffering through it like some other Christmas specials that I could have watched. This this episode is just full of a bunch of lore. So instead of talking about any of the actual episodes plot, I'm just gonna talk about the insane lore developments that happened because there's quite a bit. But first I'm gonna let this airplane pass because I'll be right. Okay, first development of this episode. There's two Nezzers. I didn't even know this before watching it, but there's Wally P. Nezzer or whatever, and then there's Nebby K. Nezzer, and he says it in the episode. He's like, "You'll see that I'm even more wily than my brother Nebby K." And I was like, "What? His brother? I thought they were the same guy." So whenever I showed Nebby K getting really big on the screen, that might have been Wally P. I don't know. I might have had the wrong Nezzer. But there's two Nezzers. That's development number one. Development number two, and also today's fun fact, is in Mr. Nezzer's TV studio, you can see some of the stuff from the Forgive-O-Matic guy. So the Forgive-O-Matic guy from episode 2 filmed his commercial in Mr. Nezzer's TV studio. And I think that's pretty cool. And then Easter egg number 3, I guess, or development number 3, is when they're pushing, or when they're about to push I guess I kind of glossed over the plot, but at a certain point, there's a toy and all of the vegetables, and they're on a sled, and they're about to be pushed towards one of the towns. And one of the and one of the towns that gets named is Bumbleberg. And that's where Larry Boy takes place. So that's also pretty cool. Okay, one more thing, and then the silly song, and then I'm out. In this episode, it includes the first non-plant character, because in the episode where there's the Gilligan's Island parody, for some reason I forgot to talk about the banger singing tree at the end. And that is a plant-based character, but it's not a vegetable or a fruit. So he doesn't count as the first plant character, but the first nothing from the ground character is the toy. He's the first. I don't think he's the only non-vegetable, because there's a bunch of penguins in it too, and I think there's other non-vegetable, non-plant characters later, but he's the first one. So there's that. And then today's silly song, of course, it was Christmas themed, but it's also a banger, and it has, some of you guys might know this frame. That's from this episode. I'm from the IRS, and I've come to tax your... I think that's probably it for me. It's a Christmas special in the middle of January. How nice. As always, pew, 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 pew. God made you special, and he loves you very much. I'll see you later.